Welcome to my backyard. I wanted to switch things up a bit and talk to you guys outside. Like I said, it's a really nice day outside. Although it's hot, it doesn't really matter whether it is hot or cold outside. I always want a cup of tea. It's just something that's very soothing for me, very relaxing, even when I go to restaurants to have a cup of tea. So today the tea that I'm drinking is a Tulsi Sweet Rose. Usually I'll mix in collagen powder, but today is just plain. I've been listening to a lot of different sermons online. I don't really watch TV a lot, but I like to watch YouTube. And I've noticed that like recurring theme of the things that I watch of them just talking about making different things idols in your life and really evaluating what you could be making an idol. So I always kind of think about it. And I think when you hear idols, you just typically think of, I don't know, when I think of the Bible, it's like worshiping false gods or things like that. But it can really be something as simple as making your phone an idol or making social media an idol. So I've really been trying to evaluate my life and see things that, like I said, I've been making an idol and what I can work on. So two main things. The first one is my phone. I do have a really bad habit of scrolling my emails and got to the point where I had to delete the email app off of my phone. And I get a decent amount of emails between like my business and personal emails, but not even a lot to justify me checking it as much as I was. And so I deleted the app off of my phone. Now I'll just go on like the Safari app on the phone, and same thing. I'll just go to Gmail and constantly scroll and check my email. So it's taking time away from my day. That's time that I could be spending doing my devotion or doing meal preps or in prayer or different things. So that's one area that I do want to work on, but started to notice that no matter what it was, I would immediately run to ChatGPT. So it could be, I finally got my blood work in and I got my lab results and I would screenshot it and I'll put it in ChatGPT and I'll ask for an explanation of like what this means or what supplements I could take, or even just tracking my basal body temperature. I would every morning take a screenshot of the app and then I would put it in ChatGPT to say like, well, what does this mean? Or where, do you see a change or where am I at with this? But I started to feel really convicted about it. And I felt like, wow, I'm going to ChatGPT more than I'm going to God about it. And that was an issue for me. Why is it that when I find a new supplement, I immediately go to ChatGPT to ask, about it or how it works or what I should take, but I'm not consulting with Christ about it. I'm not asking, hey, is this something that, Lord, is this something that you want for me? Do you want me to take this supplement? Should I go to this new doctor? Should I consider taking these new labs? Like I was just kind of doing things in my own strength with me and ChatGPT. And I know that that's not what God would want for me. That's not, what he calls us to do. He calls us to lean on him and to trust in him in everything that we do. So let me know in the comments if that is something that you are working on as well. Maybe it's something that we can work on together. If this resonates with you, to subscribe and to join me on this journey and me on your journey. I really believe in community and doing things together, not being alone. I think for a considerable amount of time, especially when starting my business, I just kind of stayed in and I stayed focused on that. And I didn't really prioritize friendships as much and community. And that's something that I'm really big on now. So I would love to be a part of your community and you mine. And that's all for today. I'm going to head back into the kitchen and finish up the peach cobbler ice cream. Fingers crossed that everything turned out well, but thank you for joining me and I will see you back in the kitchen.